Welcome everybody, my name is Misty slash Chronexia, and this is the most stupid challenge thing I've started doing, probably ever. I mean, after the, drink every time Asta Scream video I made on my channel. Pokemon, you probably know it. It's a franchise I really like a lot, and I don't do a lot of Pokemon stuff on my channel. But with the brand new game coming out, Pokemon Sword and Shield, in less than a month, I decided this was the best time for me to actually go through all 800 plus Pokemon, like all the Pokemons, the Mega Evolutions, the alternate forms they have depending on the regions, including whatever has been revealed from Gen 8. I'm going to go through all of them. And I'm going to be ranking them on Tier Maker. If you're unfamiliar with Tier Maker, it's a website where you rank stuff. There's going to be a lot of them. Depending on which gen you like best, you may feel free to skip ahead to whichever one you want my opinion on. Since there's like over 800, like almost 1,000 of them, I'm gonna be going through them pretty fast. Sometimes I'll have a lot to say about a line of Pokemon. Other times I'm very lukewarm towards them. So I do have to preface this because sometimes it's not obvious to everyone. This is my personal opinion. I am probably gonna trash a Pokemon you like or praise one you really don't. And this is the purpose of this video, is to give you my opinion on all of these. I am going to be considering mostly, like most of the time, the design of the Pokemon, but also like my personal bias, like my preference as like in regards of them as actual characters you can use in game. So sometimes I'll think one is really cool and viable in game, and that's why I really like it, or sometimes it's just because I like the design. It's going to be a mishmash of both, and sometimes because I like the typing, or whatever the reason it may be, it's going to influence the ranking one way or another, and this is where we're going to go. So I apologize for the winded explanation. We're going to start this line. Oh yeah, final thing I have to specify, to make this like somewhat sensical, it's not all Pokemon in here. Like, I have put every gen by themselves as Tier Maker. I have put the Alolan form and the other, like the Mega Evolution as well, in their respective gen. So like Mega Venusaur is going to be here despite being introduced in Gen 6, because I feel it's going to be simpler this way. And with that being said, let's go. So Bulbasaur, the whole Bulbasaur line, I mean, in terms of starters, I always was more of a Squirtle team, so for me, Bulbasaur was not really my go-to pick. Like, in my several playthroughs I've done, he was like the third one where I actually went and picked, because I feel like he makes the early game really easy, and design-wise, he's really cool, don't get me wrong, I really like it. It's just the other two, like, they have really sharp design. So, Bulbasaur, I think, is great. Ivysaur and Venusaur for me are just like good, and Mega Venusaur, kind of indifferent to it. I don't really care much for it. Charmander, again, really great. Charmeleon is good. Charizard is like, he's really top tier. Mega Charizard X I really like, but Mega Charizard Y, I don't feel like it has enough difference. It just has spikes. I feel like it's exactly the same thing. Squirtle, I mean, the whole Squirtle line, for me, they're really like top tier. Mega Blastoise, though, I mean, he's just a bigger cannon, so I don't know. Like the whole Mega Evolutions for the Kanto starters is like, yeah, this is whatever. Caterpie, the Butterfree line, I think Butterfree is okay. Caterpie, I really like the design for Caterpie as like a really weak bug type, but Metapod is stupid. I don't like it. Weedle, feel like is a good counter match to Caterpie, but the Cocoon stages just don't really work. Beedrill, really like it. Mega Beedrill, I really like it. I think it's both competitive and also a really slick design altogether. Pidgey's like, the design is stupid. I don't like it. Pidgeotto, kind of indifferent to it. Pidgeot, I think, is a little bit better, but Mega Pidgeot is like, it brings it back down. Like, I realize like this makes me a big Mega Evolution hater right now, but Mega Beedrill's cool. Or first, the Lowland form goes in the trash. Rattata by itself, I mean, in terms of starting rodents, he's probably not that bad. Raticate's garbage. I don't like it. But Alolan, Rattata, and Raticate, they just add mustache and change the color palette and like stuff his cheeks. I think it's really dumb. I don't like it. And look, a lot of people like the dark type. I'm not really fond of it. I don't care much for the dark type in itself. Spearow, I'm kind of lukewarm to, but Fearow, I don't like the design. I think the neck is too like thin, and the color is bland. There's not a lot that's original in terms of design for it. Ekans, I don't really like Ekans, but I really like Arbok. I think it's the eyes and the rattle tail. I think that kind of kills the design for me. But Arbok, like, I really like the fact that depending on the region, his design on his chest plate kind of change. I mean, Pikachu is a mascot, so he gets a pass. You can't argue with me and tell me Pikachu is not like a perfect design in terms of mascot and personality. Like, competitive wise, he's kind of garbage, even with the light ball. But I don't know. I think he's the good face for Pokemon. Raichu, I don't really care for. Alolan Raichu, I don't really care for either. Ice Sandshrew, Alolan Sandshrew, I think is really, really cool. I really like the and I really love Sandslash, the ice type. I like the ice type. I know it's not really viable as a playable type in the meta, but I like the typing. I think overall it's a nice idea for a typing. Normal Sandshrew I think is good, and same with Sandslash. I think overall both are great. The Nidoran line, I really like the basic ones. The middle forms are kind of bad. I don't like him, but I love the. You know what? I would put Nidoqueen as like a perfect Pokemon. Even Nidoking. I mean, they really encapsulate the word Pokemon to me. So, yeah. Clefairy and Clefable, they're just not doing it for me. Their biggest appeal is Metronome, and look, I like randomness as much as the next guy, but when I have to rely on it, feels a bit wacky. When they swapped to Fairy type, they became a little bit better in my eye, but even then, I mean, nah, I don't really feel the Clefairy vibe. Vulpix. This is probably where it's gonna start hurting people. I prefer Growlithe a lot more than Vulpix. I've always been more of a dog person than a cat, well, Fennec Fox type. So, despite that, I still think regular Vulpix is a good design. Ninetale, kind of indifferent, but I do think is a good design. The ice ones are much better to me. They look fancy. They got snaz. I like that. Jigglypuff, I don't care for. Wigglytuff, I'm gonna put in here because I think it's really dumb. You know what? Even Clefable, I don't like. It's just like it's a bigger Clefairy. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't really get what there's two Zubats. Maybe one of them is shiny. That's a joke. Zubat. Here's the thing. As a Pokemon, as a concept, as everything, Zubat is fucking perfect for me. I like it a lot, and this is probably like grinding a lot of people the wrong way. Zubat, I love it. Like the fact he doesn't have any eyes because bats use ultrasound instead of looking. I think it's great. I think the color palette is awesome. And stat-wise, like eventually it evolves into Crobat, which I think is awesome. It's just like Golbat's kind of derpy. It's kind of derpy. I mean, I'm gonna bump it to indifferent because I don't really care for it. I really like Zubat as the first form, and then Crobat at the end. Golbat itself, it's like I'm just trying to boost his friendship. Yeah, I'm gonna put both of them here just so it clears up the line. Oddish. Here's the thing. Oddish, I think, is really cute. I think it's a good design. Gloom is fucking awful. God awful. Just terrible. And Vileplume, I'm kind of indifferent to it. I mean, I'm kind of indifferent to it. I don't think it's like a super cool Pokemon. It doesn't have anything going on. So yeah, I don't care much for it. Paris and Parasect. Paris kind of I have anything particular to it. Parasect I think is a cool design because of the shroom that's growing and taking over the parasite. I mean you get the name. Yeah, no, besides that, I mean, I would never use one in a party because he's just too bad. I mean, most of the bug type in Gen 1 were not especially good. Venonat. I take back exactly what I just said immediately. Venonat, I took one in my Let's Go Pikachu playthrough, and I fell in love with Venomoth. Venomoth is amazing as a Pokemon. So this guy goes all the way at the top, and you know, Venonat as a design in itself, I think is great. Great. Diglett. Diglett, I think is a great Pokemon. Ductrio, stupid. You just put 3 Diglett together and call it a day? No, you gotta work more than that. In the same vein, Diglett, Alola, and I mean, I like it as a joke. But as a design, I fucking hate it. So yeah, no, I think these are lazy. Just putting hair on the Diglett doesn't really make it better. Meowth as a Pokemon, I think it's really good, even perfect. Persian was great. I like it. It's just like a fancier cat. I mean, as a cat with a coin on his head, it's symbolic to the Japanese culture, and I get it. So I like the design. Persian is whatever. I'm not particularly enamored with it, but I do like the design a lot. I think the Alolan forms are stupid. I don't like him. Then basic Meowth is alright. It's just like a super gay, sassy version of the original, which I don't mind. Psyduck I've been on and off about. I think as a personality, he's really fun. As a design, he's pretty stupid. Golduck is a great design. Psyduck is just good. It's just like I don't ever have chosen one in my party to be like tagging along, but I don't mind it. Mankey I think is a cool Pokemon. Primeape, I don't mind it, but I'm like, I think Mankey is the better version of it. It just has like bracelet and shackles, and he's angrier. So I don't know. Doesn't really do it for me. Growlithe. Why do I keep saying that? Growlithe and Arcanine, they're like perfect Pokemon. They just do it. Like they're dogs and they work for the police and they're just great. Poliwag I like. Poliwhirl I think is a better evolution, but Poliwrath I think is kind of dumb. You just put an angry face on a Poliwhirl? Like, I don't get it. Alright, another thing that's going to be probably pretty polarized, the Abra line. Abra is a perfect Pokemon, I think. It's really cool. It's kind of sleepy, and I like the personality it has and everything. Kadabra, I don't really like the design. Yeah, I'm sorry, but not sorry, really. I don't like it. Alakazam, however, I think they brought it back up, so about here. But what the fuck even is this thing? No. I don't like it. Machop. Machop, I think, is a good Pokemon. Machoke kind of feels weird. I've seen a meme once. I think it was made by Dorkly, and it really changed my perspective on Pokemon for a lot of things. Like, sleeping with your Pikachu is cute. Sleeping with your Machoke, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But I have taken a Machamp in my Let's Go Pikachu playthrough, and I really loved it. He's pure raw power, and I think it's dope. So I really like this design. Plus, like, he's got a big Goro vibe from Mortal Kombat, and that really tickled my fancy. Fucking Bellsprout. I think Bellsprout is bad. I think Weeping Bell is god-awful, but I really like Victreebel. Does that make any sense to anyone? No? It's okay. I don't know how to explain it, really. I mean, it looks like a fleshlight, honestly. It really does. Tentacool. Tentacle's a cool design. Tentacruel is fucking perfect. Really like it. The Geodude. They're just bad. Graveler's awful. I don't like it. And the Golem line, well, the Golem I really like, so I think it's great. This one's a little bit derpier, so I'm just gonna put it like indifferent. But yeah, Ponyta is really cool. I'm not sure if they have like the Galarian Ponyta in the Gen 8 already, because it's really recent. But I think it's fucking amazing. It tickles my brony inside. No, not really a brony, but my daughters watch My Little Pony and they really like it. So I'm gonna make them happy by having one in my party, and you can't stop me. Rapidash is great, but I think Ponyta is just like so much cuter. Slowpoke is derpy. I don't like it. Slowbro, and this like all of this. Please stop. Slowking's better. Slowking's better. I'm gonna give it a better rank. Magnemite, I think, is a good Pokemon. Magneton is lazy. So for the exact same reason that I think Ductrio is bad, Magneton is bad. But Magnezone is dope. I like it. Farfetch? Farfetch is okay. I mean, I'm kind of indifferent to Farfetch. I would never have one in my party. But his evolution that they announced in Gen 8 looks really snappy, and I like that. Dojo, I really like. I think it's super cute. And Dodrio is just like, it's the same thing as Ductrio, Magneton, and Dodrio. Sorry, got lost in the names for a second. Seal and Dugong, I like them, but they're really lazy. But then again, like, you could argue that Growlithe is pretty lazy. It's just a dog. Same with Meowth. So, I don't know. It looks like a dog slash seal. And I would really like to bring it clubbing with me someday. So, that was a terrible joke. Don't club baby seals. That's bad. I do like the design. And I like it has ice typing. So, I'm okay. Grimer? Grimer is really cool. I like it. So I'm going to give it a good rank. It's just a better color version of it. So they're both good. Muck is great. Like, I am going to have to scroll up for it. Muck is great. And Rainbow Muck is just as good. Shelder. I love Shelder. I think it's a really cool design. It's a cool Pokemon. It's super tanky. And if you want something with defense, both it and Cloyster really have it going on. Plus, Cloyster looks like a vagina, so I'm okay with that. The Ghastly line. I think out of the three, Hunter's my favorite of them. My problem with Ghastly is I always underestimate his size. Because it's like, to me, it looks like the size of a Pokeball, when in fact it's like a giant fucking orb that flies in the sky. So, I think it's a good design. I think Hunter is great. Gengar is also great. Mega Gengar is also very great. Onix. I like the Crystal Onyx in the Orange Archipelago arc that they had in the anime, but it's not a real thing. So Galarian Onyx, you want to work that in. But yeah, no, otherwise Onyx I think is it's a good design. Drowsy, I think it's god-awful. Hypno's better. Hypno's better, but Drowsy just looks like... I mean, they both kind of do look rapey. I've never really... You know what? I'm kind of... You know what? Krabby and Kingler. Krabby I like. I think is a good design. I think Kingler is perfect. Voltorb... I get it. He's like shaped as a Pokeball, so it's meant to be like some kind of mimic, and I think it's a really good idea. Electrobe, I don't get it. I mean, I like it still, but it's not really... Nah, I still like it. Execute, I think, is a bad design. If you want to make an omelet, you gotta break a few eggs. This monstrosity belongs here. Mega Executor. No, Alolan Executor. I'm sorry. God, if they had a Mega Alolan Executor. No, don't just take something and just stretch it to make it better. You hear that, Meow? Don't do that. Executor as a palm tree, though, I think is a really great Pokemon design. But not this. Not like this. Cubone is fucking perfect. You can't argue with me. Marowak also I think is a phenomenal design, and the other one as well. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. In terms of design, I like Hitmonchan better, but as a Pokemon that's playable, I think Hitmonlee has the edge. So I'm gonna put both of them as great because like I like them. Lickitung is not really a Pokemon I would use, but it does feel super Pokemon to me, so I think as a design is really good. Coughing and Wheezing I fucking love. I think they're really awesome. So I'm gonna put them both as perfect Pokemon. And Rhyhorn, I think, is a great one. But Rhydon is really perfect. It also has like the perfect feel of Pokemon spirit. Chansey is... I mean, technically it's like the nurse slash doctor Pokemon. Gives a lot of XP, and yeah, I think it's a great Pokemon. Tangela's good. I like it. Kangaskhan's good. I like it. Mega Kangaskhan, I feel like it's cheating, but I don't mind it. Horsey is hella cute, so you go all the way at the top. Seadra's alright. Seadra's really good. I like it. Goldeen I think is a bad design, and then I think the problem is the lips. The lips really kill the design for me. Seeking's a little bit better, but I don't really care for it much. Staryu, I think, is an amazing design. So, that goes at the top. I mean, it's not god-awful, but, I mean, at the same time, it's a little bit disturbing. Scyther, I think, is an amazing design for a Pokemon. Jinx, you go along with Mr. Mime. Electabuzz, I don't care for it. Magmar either. Pinsir's good, but Mega Pinsir is perfect. I really like the fact that now it flies. It looks so threatening, and you know what? Like, I complained about just adding spikes earlier, but at the same time, this is one that kind of deserves to have more spikes on it. So, I don't know. It's kind of edgy. I like Tauros. Tauros is good. Magikarp, as a concept, I really like it. The fact that it evolves, like, you have to put a lot of work in it so it becomes good. Gyarados as well. I mean, the concept is together. Mega Gyarados, I think it's good, but I don't think it achieves the same thing as these together. Like, it didn't need a Mega Evolution. Gyarados is really powerful already, so I don't know. Lapras is absolutely perfect to me. You can ride on its back. How cool is that? Ditto, I mean, he's there. He's happy. He's always down to fuck, so he's alright. Eevee is a great design. Super kawaii. Everyone likes that. Out of the three, Vaporeon is probably my favorite as a design. The whole mermaid thing kind of encapsulated. Jolteon, same as Eevee, it's really great. Flareon as a design, just like another Vulpix. So, did I really put Vulpix as good? No, that's not. No, that goes up. There's gonna be changes along the way when I see what I put here, and then when I realize what I put there. There are gonna be adjustment. So, Porygon 1 is kind of indifferent to it. Omanite, Lord Helix is almighty, and he should belong to the top. Omastar is even better. I mean, he's just so good. Kabuto and Kabutops, I think they're good design. I think they're great design. But I like the Helix Fossil better. Not because of the meme. I liked Helix better before it became a meme. But I was happy when it did. Aerodactyl is really good. A great design. Mega Aerodactyl is stupid. It goes back to my don't put spike on stuff just to make it cooler thing. So, I don't know. I think it's just a bad design. Snorlax, Snorlax is a great design. The birds. Out of the three of them, Articuno is my favorite, so I'm gonna put that one all the way at perfect. Zapdos, I think it goes here. Moltres as well. They're good, but Articuno has like the whole appeal to me. The the Dratini line. Dratini is perfect. It's a perfect Pokemon. Dragonair, perfect as well. Dragonite, I think Dragonite looks really derpy. I don't like it all that much as a Pokemon. Mewtwo is perfect legendary. Mew just as well. Together, like, they have a really cool concept going on, and I think it's pretty cool. Mewtwo Y, I like it a lot. I think it's a great Mega Evolution for Mewtwo. Mewtwo X, I mean, I don't. I'm torn between like indifferent and bad, so I'm just gonna put it here. I like this is so much better than Mewtwo X. I don't see why you would have Mewtwo X instead of Y. So yeah, have a glance. This is my list for the Gen 1. I hope it has upsetted you, because if it hasn't so far, then I'm doing something wrong. That being said, we are going to move on to Gen 2, which is one of my favorite. And off we go. Gen 2, there's a little less Pokemon in it, so it might be easier for us to go through all of them. Chikorita is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, so it absolutely, without a doubt, go in the perfect. Bayleaf is a great, and Meganium is fucking perfect. It's a dinosaur with a flower around its head. I love it. I love it. Cyndaquil, I think, is a great design as well. Quilava I like as much. Typhlosion just kind of like, why did it have to become like biped? I don't get it. Like, leave it on as four-legged. And Totodile is really cool. I like it, especially in the anime. It has a really snappy personality. Crocona I don't really care for, and I think Feraligatr is great. Sentret and what was it, Farfaret, I think? I forgot its name. As we're going to go through the gens, there are several Pokemon that I purely do not know the names of. I apologize for that. I do know them. I just forget the names, because at this point there's too many. I was really good at keeping track when they had like 300 something plus, but eventually I just kind of lost the names. Made room for anime instead. So yeah, in terms of rodent, the generic rodent of every gen, I think Sentret is probably is the best to me, and Farfaret is not that far up. This is probably gonna be like top heavy as a list, because I really like Gen 2. Hoot Hoot, don't really care, but I think Noctowl is a really good design. Ledibba is kind of bad, but Ledian, I really like the design. It's not good, but it looks super cool. Spinarak is a great design. Ariados is even better. Crobat is fucking perfect. Chinchou, it's a little bit derpy, but Lantern is awesome. And then we get into baby Pokemon. I like Pichu. I really like Pichu, but Cleffa, Igglybuff, no. I mean, even like Clefairy and Jigglypuff, they just average to me. So he's hard pass. Togepi, I think, is better. Togetic, looks really cool. I like it. Natu is just like a fluffy bird. Xatu is... No. They go here. Mareep. Oh. Mareep is good. Flaffy. Don't really care for it. Ampharos is great. But... No. Not like this. Not that. It's like a giant L'Oreal ad. I don't like it. Blossom is so much better for the Oddish line, so I think it's a great design. Meryl was the Pikachu representative for that gen, even though it's the first and only times it's a different type. After that, they go back to being electric purely. So, I mean, some of them have dual types, but Meryl, I think, was a great Pokemon. Azumarill is just good. Sudowoodo, I like what it stands for. Politoed, I think, is a perfect design. Hoppip, indifferent. Skiploom, kind of bad. Jumpluff, I think, is a great design. Apom, kind of indifferent to it. Sunkern, kind of indifferent. Sunflora, I think it looks stupid. Yanma, I think it looks really great. Wooper's cute. I like it. Quagsire, kind of, no, keep it as a Wooper. I think Quagsire is just like kind of meh. The typing is good. Water ground, I think, is the first time it happens until Swampert, and then maybe later as well. Espeon and Umbreon, there are good evolutions. So I like Umbreon better as a design. As a Pokemon, I think Espeon is better. Nah, Umbreon is pretty tanky. I like it. Yeah, I'll stick with it. Murkrow, I think it looks really cool with its tiny hat. Slowking is much better for the Slowbro line, but I may be biased because of the movie they made. Misdreavus is a perfect design. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that one. Unknown, like every Pokemon is a different letter in the Unknown family, and besides the letter F, I don't I don't think there's any that I would want. Wobbuffet? It's good, but like the design is nice. The concept is interesting, but that's kind of where it stands. Girafarig, it's good. Pineco, kind of indifferent. Fortress, I think, is a great design. Dunsparce, I've never gotten it. I don't see what's the appeal for this guy. It doesn't work for me. Gligar looks great. Steelix is an amazing evolution for Onix, and Mega Steelix is just as cool. Nope. Nuh-uh. No, not even in Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Like, I get it. He's cuter in the movie, but you know, this is like barely better. Quillfish, I think, is a good design. Scissor goes at the top. Mega Scissor, a little bit more robotic. It's not as perfect as Scissor, but it looks kind of mecha. Shuckle's a great design, and a concept as well is really good. Heracross, one of my favorite Pokemon, both to have in party and design wise, is one of my favorite Pokemon to have in the second gen. But his Mega Evolution, I think, kind of looks bad. I mean, it's good, but I don't get the face. The face kind of weird for me. Sneasel is a great design. Teddiursa is adorable, so it goes there. It's evolution. I think it's just good. I mean, it's just a bear. Could have like made it fancier. I don't know. Just do something. Is a brown bear. Is a brown bear standing. This like, if they had kept the I guess they did, like the moon concept where it has like this, like a crescent of moon on its forehead, and then this is supposed to be like a new moon maybe, but love Slugma as a Pokemon. I think the design is ingenious. Macargo, just as also like almost as much as Slugma. Swinub I think is bad. This is god awful. Piloswine, I just could not care for it. Corsola I think is good. Remoraid, kind of indifferent to it. Octillery, kind of better, but I don't get why it evolved into it. I don't see the connection. Like the color palette, it's not even like the same brand of fish. It's just like, whatever. Delibird, I'm indifferent to it. Merry Christmas, suckers. Mantine. Mantine? Is that? Yeah, I think it's Mantine. I mean, Skarmory is amazing. Perfect design. These pups are dope. These pups are dope. I'm not sure why dogs have to be fire type, but I'm okay with it. Kingdra, like it just as much as the horsey lines. Fanfi, I think, is super cute. Donphan doesn't do it as much for me. Porygon 2 is better. God, who made this? God, who made this? No, this one is not that bad. Just indifferent to Sneasel. Tyrogue looks stupid. I don't like it. But Hitmontop is dope. More babies. Smoochum is better than Jinx. Illichid is better than Jinx. Magby, of course, is better than Jinx. Is better than Electabuzz, and Magby is better than Magmar. So I'm putting it in there. Milk Tank. Vietnam War flashback. That gym though. Miltank is good. Yeah, it's a good design. Blissey is a good design. The dogs are great. I mean, dogs, cat, whatever, they're like mythical Pokemon. I think they're all great, but I think Suicune is the one with the better design. Larvitar, dope. Pupitar is just good. Tyranitar is really cool. Mega Tyranitar is great. Fucking love Lugia. Ho-ho. It's just great. And Celebi is pretty dope. There you go. 2 gen done. And as you may notice, a lot of the design in Gen 2 I really like. Like all the way down here, there's just a few ones that, you know what, even Pineco is not that bad. If Pupitar goes into good, Pineco goes into good. But yeah, these are like the very few ones that I don't really care for, the bad ones I don't like, and I mean, of course, these. So yeah, I mean, overall, I really dig Gen 2. Now we move on to Gen 3, which I'm not as much fond of. I do have some favorites in it, and there are several that I don't care much for. So you will get to experience that as well. Trico is a great design. Grovyle I like as much. Sceptile is dope, and I fucking love Christmas Tree Sceptile. Torchic I think is a perfect design. Combusken I don't care for. Blaziken is good at best. Mega Blaziken is great. Mudkip, great design. You know what? Fuck it. No, I think I'm gonna put this one here too. Marshtomp, kinda bleh. And Swampert is great. Mega Swampert, looks like he's just been juicing. Do you even weigh, bro? Poochyena, I think is a good design. Mythiena's better, so there you go. I don't care for Zigzagoon. Linoon, it's a bit better. Wurmple looks kinda bad. This is the only gen where the Cocoon I like better than the first stage. Beautifly, I think, is good. Dustox, I don't care for. I mean, actually, I don't really like it. Lotad, don't care for. Lombre, don't care for. Ludicolo, think is not good looking design. Seedot, I think, is a really snappy Pokemon. I like it. Nuzleaf, don't care for. And what's his name again? Whichever, I think is a great design. Forgotten. I have forgotten. First one. It'll probably come back. Tello. Tello is a great design. Swellow is even better. Pelipper. Is that it? No. Pelipper's the evolution. This is... Fuck. This is where, like, my name's gonna start dropping. Pico. Pico was the nickname he gave his... Dude, I can't remember. Pelipper. Pelipper is bad. I don't like the design. The entire Ralts line is great. Kirlia is better, and then of course Gardevoir is fucking perfect. Waifu Gardevoir is even better. Surskit, I like, and Masquerain I think is good. Shroomish, think is a bad design, but Breloom is really cool. Don't like Slackoff. Is that it? Yeah, I think it's Slackoff. Vigoroth, I think is great. Slacking, I think is great. I think Slacking is good. Nincada, I think is a great design. Ninjask, I think is just good. Shedinja, I think is a really cool concept and a really annoying thing to fight sometimes. Wishmer is a good design. That's Exploud. One of those is Exploud, and the other one is Explouder. I never had these in my party, so I don't have a lot of opinions on them. I do like this design a lot. Makuhita, I think is just whatever. Hariyama, I think is better. You know what? Change it. Upgrade to 1 rank for everyone. No, you're not even water type. What's your deal? No. Neither. The nose is stupid. Skitty and Delcatty. Skitty, I think is super cute. Delcatty is just good. Sableye. Sableye is a great design. Mega Sableye has that Lord of the Ring feel to it. I dig it. God, I suck with these names. Gen 3 is really like where I start dropping the ball. I forgot its name. You have a really great design, and I love your Mega Evolution. Aaron's a perfect design. Lairon's just good. Aggron, super cool, and Mega Aggron is also. Meditite is a great design. Medicham, good. Mega Medicham, nah, what are you even doing? Electrike. Electrike is great. Magnetric is it's just as good. I'm not, because here's the thing, like I like the design, but this is fucking perfect. No, what are you doing? Stop with the Pikachus. Volbeat, no. Illumise, no. Roselia is great. I think it's a great design. This I don't mind as much as people. I think in terms of like muck spin-off, is probably not the best, but it's not one of the worst either. Carvanha is a really cool design. Sharpedo is even better, and Mega Sharpedo is like scarier. Welmer's just good. Wailord, that's a big boy. Numel, same deal as Electrike and Magnetric. They're good, but the Mega Evolution is just that much better. Like, Gen 3's Megas are the shit. They're fucking good. Torkoal I really like. I think it's a great design. Boink! I think it's a great design. Groink. I forgot his name. This one is whatever. Spinda, I think it's bad. I don't care really much for Dizzy Pokemon. Trapinch, the whole Trapinch line is fucking awesome. I don't get why Flygon didn't get a Mega Evolution. It's like, if you're gonna give one to the Gen 3, this one deserves it. Cagnia I think is great. Cacturne is great. Swablu is perfect. Altaria is perfect. But Mega Altaria is probably one of those that I just like. It just had more of exactly what he had. Zangoose, and I don't really care for Zangoose, honestly. I think is whatever. Survivor for me is better. It's great. Lunatone I think is awesome as an idea and a Pokemon. Solrock, it's okay. I just like the moon better. Barboach, nah. Wishcash? Wishcash? I forgot its name. I think it's great. Corfish, really like it. Carvana, I think. Perfect. Baltoy, don't care. Cladoil, I think is a great design. Lillipad, is that it? Lillipop? I think this is like Cradily, yeah. And this is Lillipep, something like that. It looks like a bunch of dicks around. Like, do you not see it? I think it's good. Who doesn't like dicks, right? Armaldo, they're good. Same thing, I think. Feebas is bad as a design, but as a concept, I think it's great. Milotic is perfect. It better fucking be for how hard it is to get one. Castform, I kind of like it. It's a gimmicky Pokemon, but I like its stance. They're all cool. Kecleon, I don't care for. Shuppet I think is a great design. Bayonet, it's a great design. And Mega Bayonet is, you just add more zips on it and it's perfect. Duskull I think is a great design. Dusclops just doesn't do it as much for me, but Dusk Noir is awesome. Tropius, as much as people just don't like it, I think is so cool looking. It's majestic as fuck. Chimico? Is that it? I think it's Chimico, yeah. Just no, just don't care for it. Absol is absolutely awesome. Mega Absol just looks emo, so yeah, it's fucking great. It goes all the way to perfect. Why not? Because it's garbage. I don't care. I don't like it. I think it's stupid. Snorunt, I love. That's a great design. Glalie just looks like the mask from Jason, so I like it. But this, no, what are you doing? This is not the way to go. Why did Glalie get a Mega but Frostlass didn't? So disappointing. Spheal is so good. It's like, look at how happy he is. Celio is just okay, but Walrein, this is what I want in a Pokemon. Like, give me 3 lines of evolution, cool typing, and just a cool first design and last design. That's all I want. That's the problem I had with like Gen 7. Like first stage, fucking awesome. But after that is such disappointment. Such disappointment. We'll get to it. I'll tell you more about it later. Clamperl's a great design. I forgot this name. Because Huntel. Is a good design. Gorbis, it's a good design. No. This is stupid. This is stupider. Why don't you evolve into Alomomola? I don't get it. It was made for it. Bagan is really great. Shelgon, good. Salamence is perfect. Like, dragon types are really hard to mess up, he says before we get to a one that we're gonna talk about later. But yeah, some dragon types, especially like 3-stage, really good. Beldum, I love the Beldum line. I think they're, well, this one probably just not as much as the other ones, but Metagross, like Metang is just like, but Metagross is perfect and looks more like a spaceship, but I don't mind it. I think it looks dope. These guys, now we get into legendary. Regirock, don't care for. Regice, I think is good, especially competitive. Registeel, don't really care for. Latias and Latios. Latias is my favorite of the two. I think it's the coolest one, but as a design, I think Latios is okay. The Mega, I like it. Kyogre, like the box Pokemon, for me, I was kind of indifferent to. I don't care. Sorry. Rayquaza's better, like a lot better. The Megas are better, like a lot better. But I don't know. The whole concept was just like, Jirachi, I think is great. I think is super cool. What is this even? Deoxys as a Pokemon, I think is good. Tentacle Rape, you know me, I always think it's amazing. And the speed form, I think, is even better. So yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do those, keep them together. So yeah, Gen 3, here we go. A lot of design that I overall feel are just like they're good designs, but I'm not especially enamored. Like, these are the ones that I think are like, they get me going. These, I think they're good. This is whatever. And then like I hate those. I don't want those. So yeah, that was Gen 3. A little bit more spread out from this one. Not as fan favorite as Gen 2 is, but now we're gonna move on to Gen 4. And Gen 4 is gonna be probably bottom heavy for me, because there's a lot of stuff that I really don't like in it. Starting with the starters, I think they're probably some of the weaker ones. Like Turtwig is okay. I don't care for Grotto. Torterra is better. Chimchar is good. Monferno I don't care for. Infernape is better. Piplup I think is great. Is perfect. That's what I would start with. Empoleon? Forgot his name. Prinplup I think is god awful. What are you even supposed to be? You look like the character from Happy Feet. Starly I think is a great design. Staravia, no. Staraptor is great. Bidoof. A lot of people hate Bidoof. I mean, I don't care. I kind of like it. In terms of rodent, I think it's okay. Bibarel looks aloof and confused. Like, why am I here? I think it's bad. Kricketot, I don't like it all that much. Cricketune, I like the sound it makes. Fadalilu, woo woo woo. But besides that, is a bad design. I don't like it. I like the fact that it's supposed to be musical, but it's not enough for me to enjoy the whole appeal. Add to that is a very mediocre Pokemon to have. The Shinx line. The Shinx line is perfect, except for the middle stage. It's just like, it's whatever. Just get me to final stage already. Bidoof is okay. I mean, I don't care for it much. Roserade, I think is good. Cranidos, I don't really care for it. Rampardos, I think is better, a lot better. What's his name? Bastiodon. One of these is Bastiodon, and I think this is Shieldon. I think it's better, but like it's the opposite. I wish this would evolve into that and this into this. I don't know. You know what? I'm being too severe. I think it's a good design. This, what the fuck is this even? Burmese, Wormadam. God, if you didn't evolve into Mothim at least. Jeez, I love Combi. Vespiquen is so worth it. I really like the design. The Pikachu clone, Pachirisu, I think is one of the better clones. I think it's good. Buizel, I think is cute. Floatzel, I don't care for. Cherubi, I think is great. Is super cute. What the fuck is this? Cherim. But this one's really good. Shellos, I like a lot. Gastrodon, I think is one of perfect. Ambipom, I think is bad. I didn't like Apom. I don't especially like Ambipom. Driflin, I think is a great design. You're just okay. Baneri is a good design. This is a great design, because it made a lot of Rule 34, and this, oh girl, work it. Miss Magius, I like. This one, not so much. Glameow, no. What? What? Chingaling. Chingaling is kind of indifferent. I like Skunky and Skunker, forgot his name, better. Bronzor, I think is good, and Giant Bell is even better. More baby Pokemon, I think they're bad. This is not too bad. Chatot, I like it a lot. Design and concept is great for me. It's just like a parrot. Spiritomb, I think, is an awesome design. The Gibble line. Gibble line's perfect. all of them, even the Mega. Munchlax is good at best. The Lucario people. Oh, this is gonna ride some gears. Riolu I think is great. I think he's cute. Lucario, I don't get the hype. I just Mega Lucario, neither. I mean, they're good. They're good design. Just good design. I don't get excited when I see one. Hippowdon and his evolution. Hippowdon I think kind of looks derpy, but I love the evolution. Drapion and its evolution. I think this is a great design. This is just good. Toxicroak is pretty good. Carnivine, I love the design. Finneon and Luminion, I think they're really good design. Mentike is a baby Pokemon. I think it looks cute. Snover and Abomasnow. Yeah, I think it's a great design. I'm gonna put you in there. Mega Evolution is even better. Weavile, good at best. Magnezone, I think is great. No. This is okay, but barely. I mean, Rhydon didn't need it. It's okay, but it didn't need it. Thangrowth, same thing. I mean, it didn't need it. I don't care for it. Electivire is okay. I don't care for it. Togekiss, is it Togekiss? Yeah. Togekiss, yeah. I think it's a great design. It's super competitive too, so I like it. Yanmega, I think is a really cool design. Leafeon is great. Glaceon is probably my favorite of the evolution. Gliscor, great design. This is better for the Swinub line, but just by a little bit. Porygon-Z is just good. I think Porygon 2 is better, but Gallade, is that it? Gallade is okay. I mean, I'm always getting a waifu instead, but I think he's a good counterpart. Yeah, absolutely. And the evolution just had a cape, so those are always fun. Nope. It was a hard pass before, so now it's an even harder pass for this. Dusknoir I love. I think is a great design. Frostlass is one of my favorite design. It sucks that it's so frail that it can't do anything, and his moveset's kind of garbage, but the design it speaks to me on a primal level. I mean, it's Ghost and Ice, two types that I love. Rotom? I like it as a concept. I think is great. His forms are stupid. If I were to choose like one that I like, lawnmower and washing machine, Rotom is really competitive, so I like it for that. The other ones, I mean, all of them I'm just kind of indifferent to. The fridge looks stupid. The fan and the oven are okay. I think the washing machine is good as a competitive, and I just like the lawnmower. It has like a super weird smile, and I like it. Legendary time. I mean, kind of legendary time already. The Uxie, Azelf, and Mesprit combo. Mesprit is good. Uxie, don't care for. Even like barely bad. Azelf is my favorite of them. Dialga, I love it. Palkia, I think he looks stupid. It doesn't speak water to me. It's like this steel, I get it. Why is the other one water? I don't get it. Etran, indifferent to it. Regigigas. Why? Giratina, I think, is a great design. Alternate form Giratina is okay. Cresselia, I think, is a great design. Fione, don't really have an opinion. Menifee, Niter, Darkrai, Darkrai, I think is great. Shaman, normal form is good. Shaman, Sky form is better. Arceus was a great design. And that's Gen 4. And as you may be able to tell, not a lot that I care for, unfortunately. A lot of it is kind of like just okay. Like, this is something I really like. This is something that's just like, yeah, okay, it exists. No, not really. Great is good. Like, something I would put in my party. But the lower you get is like Gen 5. There's a lot in here, and we're gonna go through all of them because I don't have a choice. Victini, I think, is a great design, and it's not perfect. It is a great design. Here's the thing. A lot of people have very polarized opinion on Gen 5, and I have some too, but it won't be the ones you expect because I have weird taste. And I'm glad I'm not starting with Gen 5 compared to the... Because, like, if you're still watching it and you're watching the whole thing right now, you're a true one. So thank you. And that we're gonna begin Gen 5. Let's go. Snivy, I like it. I think it's a great design. Was it Serpent? Is that it? Serpent was good, and Serperior is one of the better ones. And then the Tepic line is like, I don't care for it. I think the middle form is bad, and I don't care for the other one. Oshawott is good. This is like really awesome. What is this even? Like, this, you go from this to this, and then it turned into that. Like, okay, it's good, but it doesn't match with the rest. Pathrat, don't care much for it. Watchhog, don't care much for it. Lilipop, I think, is cute. Herdier is good, and it starts to become like weird, and I don't like. Was that Purloin? Is that it? I think it's cute. Liepard is... I don't care for it. The monkeys. I think this is a good design. I think this is... what? And this is... I don't care. And this is bad. This is... I don't care. And this is... I mean, kind of good. Kind of good. These two. Don't like it. Don't like it. The Pidove line, I think, is good for Pigeon. And then it becomes Tranquil. Tranquil is great. And on Pheasant female form, when I got it, I was so disappointed because I got the female version. And I think the male version looks like a lot snazzier. Like, it's a lot cooler. And I got this weird chicken waiting to go to KFC, so I was like, oh god, put it out of misery. I don't like it. The zebra is good. Zipstrika is a great design. The fucker rock thing, this is bad. This is barely better. This is great. This is worth going through all of the hassle that is this to get that. The Zubat ripoff. Here's the thing. I kind of like it. I kind of like that one. I think it's a good design, and the evolution is really great. Drillbur. Drillbur looks kind of derpy to me, but Excadrill is a great design. Not a lot is gonna go in here. Not a lot. Audino is just, I don't care for it. Mega Audino is probably worth a lot of XP, so I'm gonna put it here. What the fuck is this even? It looks like a worker that's an alcoholic, and I don't get it. The first one I don't care for, but these two, Jesus. No thanks. No thanks. No papa, don't want this. Temple. Temple is cute. Temple feels like the exact same thing that Poliwag was. But God, the second stage is so awful. Final stage is really worth it though. Throw and Sock. I like Sock. Throw I couldn't care for. Levani, the Levani line. Forgot your name, Swadloon and Levani. Don't care for you. I don't like this one, but Levani is a good design. Venipede. Venipede is a good design. Scolipel, don't really care for, and I think you're really cool. Whimsicott. One of you is Whimsicott. Kind of indifferent to you. These two, I absolutely love them. They were in my party in my playthrough, and it's so good. It's just like a great Pokemon all around. Basculin. Basculin is a piranha. I like the blue version better. Sandile. Sandile is a great design. I think this is a badass design, and this is just good. Darmani. I think it looks stupid. The evolution is good, but the whole thing is just like not working for me. The Cactus. This is a good design. Dweeble. Dweeble I like. And Crustle, I think it's good. Originally, I didn't like Scrafty and Scraggy, I think. But I got warmer to it, and I think overall is a good design. It's actually a very good Pokemon. I forgot its name. I think it's good. Yanmask and Coffagrigus are awesome. My wife had a shiny can't say it, Coffagrigus, and I think it looks really cool. Tortuga and Caracosta. Tortuga, I love the design. Caracosta, less so. Archeops, I like the design and the concept of it. The Defeatist ability is really cool. Trubbish and Big Bag Trubbish. Garbodor. I don't hate it as much as people do. I think Trubbish is hella cute, and if you're gonna have Grimer and Muck, which are like big pile of sludge, at least he's contained in a bag. I mean, less so when he evolves, but I mean, he tried to keep it clean and keep it green. He's just doing his best to help the planet. How can you hate this little guy? I really like it. Garbodor will lose a little bit of its flair, but I think it's still a good design. The concept in itself, I think is good. The Zoroark and Zorua, never really cared for it much. I know a lot of people like it. dark type is just it's not a type I really like. Chinchino and Menchino, I think. Well, they're good. The evolution is a little bit better. The Gottatel line. I think this is great. And then it becomes better. You gotta love that lollies. The fetus Pokemon. It's great all around. I feel like it's the replacement for Abra, but I like it. Swanna and Ducklet. Ducklet's good. Swanna is better. The ice cream Pokemon. I don't like Garbodor and Trubbish. I don't hate it as much as most people do. I think it's a cool concept. I mean, stage 2 is kind of derpy. And stage 3, I mean, you just add a straw and make a second cone. So, but the first stage is absolutely endearing, and I like it a lot. Second stage, kind of indifferent. But third stage is really cool. I mean, it just evolves. I mean, I like it. It's an ice type too, so I was sold. This is how you do a deer Gen 2 Stantler. This is a great design, and I like the fact that it's seasonal. Emolga is the Pikachu of this gen, and it's good. Catablast and the evolution, I forgot its name, but it's... Don't care for you, I think you are better. The mushroom Pokemon, the Mimic of this gen, was good. Amoonguss and what's your name? Frillish and Jellicent. I really like. I think they're both really good final form of each other, and they're very potent together. Yeah, I like it a lot. Alomomola, I think, is a great Pokemon. Should have been evolution of Luvdisc, but Joltik and Galvantula are great. Galvantula I would even put perfect as a design and a Pokemon itself. Ferrothorn and its evolution I like a lot. It was in my party and I liked it a lot. Cling, Clang, and Clinkalinkalinkalang. I forgot his name. I think they're great. In terms of inanimated object that you just add more parts to, I think it's a solid concept. Tenamo, Electric, and Electros. Temple is the other one. Is it? No, I think it was in the other gen. No, it's here. Somewhere. Temple, there it is. Tenamo and Electros. Anyway, Electros is a really cool final form. I think this is good, but this mid stage kind of feels like an awkward teen, and I don't care for it much. Elgin and Belgium. Never really cared for them much, but as a design, I think they're cool. The candle look cool. I like it. And Sia would really have a good time with it. So I'm gonna put all of these in the perfect line because Fire and Ghost is a great typing. Chandelier has an amazing special attack stat, and it just looks fancy and snazzy. I like it. The Axew line. I think this is perfect, and you also go there, but I don't care for you. Cubchoo, the answer to Teddiursa. For the exact same reason that I like Teddiursa and Less so Ursaring. This is the same thing with Cubchoo and Beartic. Cryogonal, I don't hate it as much as people do. I think it's a good design. Shelmet, is that it? Shelmet? Shelmet is a great design. And Axel Gore, I think is a great design too. Stunfisk. Ugh. What are you? Are you like a roadkill fish? Mienshao and Xiao, I forgot. Like it a lot. It's kind of a glass cannon Pokemon, but I think it's a really good one. Dredagon, I don't really care for it. Golurk and go lurk further. They're great. Both of them. These two are great as well. Buffalad? This is just a Tauros with an afro. I don't get it. I don't like it. Give me back Tauros instead. Rufflet and Braviary. Both of them are great. Mandibuzz and Scarlett Johansson. I forgot his name. They're great design. Heatmore. Kind of indifferent to it. The Steel Ant I like better than Heatmore, even though I forgot his name. Dano Duo Trio Hydreigon. Hydreigon is really badass. Looks like a Hydra, and I dig it. Dano is awesome as well. Zwelos is great. It's a great design. This is good. This is great. This is très bien. And Volcarona, no, I'm not putting it indifferent, is badass AF. Yeah, the deer people. Don't care for you, don't care for Cobalion, and Verizon is a very shitty network, but I do like your design a lot. JK, we don't have Verizon in Canada. The Roamer Clouds from Wind Waker. Cool. Don't really care for any of them, honestly. Landorus, Tornadus, and Titanus. I don't know. The legendary Reshiram, I think is a great design. Zekrom, Reshiram and Zekrom, I think so. Kyurem, also great design. The Fusion, I never really got. I don't think that was needed in Pokemon. Genesect, I think, is great. Keldeo basic form is okay. Sword form is better. Meloetta Turban mode, is good. Meloetta Sing form is perfect. Gen 5, a little different than the normal person, but just my bad side. Not a lot of things that I didn't like in Gen 5, all things considered. Yeah. Gen 6. Now, this is one I was looking forward. Gen 6 is a gen that I really liked. All the designs kind of work for me in one way or another. Very few just like didn't do anything at all. So Chespin is a great design. Its evolution, final evolution, I think is really great too. Awkward Teen is one of the rare ones I'm just like, I'd rather not. Fennekin is perfect. I mean, This a little less, but these two, God, they're so cool. Froakie, I had one, and it's because I really like the I really like this one. Like as a middle stage, I think is one of the cool ones. And Greninja is awesome. Ash Greninja, I don't see the point. I mean, I don't care for it. Baniri, is that it? Bunnelby? One's Bunnelby and the other one's Baniri. I forget which is one. Either way. I don't care for it. Diggersby, I think, is bad. Love the starter flying type. One of the rare gen when I was like, the whole thing is like awesome. Even the bug Pokemon was like really good. All of them is like, yeah, they're the cool design. Especially since the Vermilion kind of has like any kind of pattern you can get, so I think that's good. I don't get why you're normal type. Like it should be straight up fire. Like even if Arcanine is fire, this should have been its counterpart. I think you're good design. I like the male version better. This looks like a Sandra from the from her late 20s going to a bar. But overall, it's a good design. Flabebe is a great design. Floette, I love so much. It's such a cool design. Florges is good. Skiddo, super cute. Go-Goat is okay. Pancham, I like. Pangoro, I like. No, I don't get you, man. You're like a fancy Absol, but I don't get it. I really like this one, but just because it looks like a baby that woke up in the middle of the night and is standing next to your bed while you're sleeping. It's like you wake up and he's like, I made a nightmare. The evolution, I think is great. Love the sword gig all around. I had one in my party and I thought it was the coolest thing. These guys, they tried, but at the same time, could you not? No. These two like didn't work for me. This is good. This is really good. Malamar, I think, is a great idea. The way to evolve it is stupid, but it's stupid in a way that I like because it's clever, it's ingenious. Barnacle, I think is good at best. It's becoming a little bit too sci-fi-ish for me. Scalp and Dragalgeas are great design. I mean, this one a little less, but the evolution's really cool. Clawitzer is a good design, and the evolution is even better. Eliask and Elliptite, I think they're great. I think you are also pretty great. Evolution is kind of dropping the ball a little bit. This guy is so cool. Sylveon is really cool. I like it. Hawlucha is just good for me. A lot of people like it. It's too thematic for me. The DNA I don't care for. Carbink I think looks cool. The whole Gumi line I love. The keys, a lot of people hate it. I think it's a super cool idea. If you have an animated object as Pokemon, like, I get it. Keys is a man-made object that was made after Pokemon were born, but you got several things that are made in the same mindset, like Banette and balloons like Drifloon. Look, there's a lot of ideas that are just like wacky, and doesn't mean it's bad. It's just different. Fentramp and Trevenant. I think they're great design. One of my favorite Pokemon all time. Absolutely go here. She's got pink hair. It's so cute. Iceberg and Avalog. I think they're good. Kind of useless, but I like the design. Noibat and Noivern. I like. Xerneas. Is great design. Veltal is a great design. Zygarde and the whole thing is pretty cool. Deontay, I like it a lot. The only one that doesn't have a background cutout. Hoopa, I don't care. I don't get it. Oh, never mind. This one as well. And this is, I don't care for it. So as you can tell, Gen 6 was very top heavy for me. Gen 6 really had it going. And then we got to Gen 7, and Gen 7, ooh, they dropped the ball on several things for me. Because as you will see, a lot of things I liked in the first glance, but then after that, they evolved, and what the fuck? They kind of ruined what they had going on for me. So, Rowlet is a great design. This evolution is kind of good. Decidueye, I think, is a perfect evolution. The Litten, Torracat is good. Incineroar, I don't care for. Poplio is a great design. Prion, okay, it's kind of forgettable. And the final evolution, I think, is a great one. Pikipek, absolutely love it. I think it's super cute. Then what the fuck is this? And then Toucan Sam? No. Just keep this in mind and make it evolve into something that makes sense. You know what? No, both of them. I don't care for you. No, we don't talk about politics on my channel. Get out of here. You are hella cute. I like you. It's a school bus. What? Vikavolt kind of brought it back, but Chargerbog, you're like a school bus. Get out of here. I like this. I think it's a good design. But what? Why would you evolve into this? Doesn't make sense. The four birds don't care about you. Really don't care about you. I think you're the coolest one. And you're kind of okay, so I'm going to put you like this. So, yeah. These two, Cutiefly and Ribombee. Absolutely love them. Lycanroc, they're kind of the mascot for this gen. I like puppies, but they're just good for me. The dusk form's kind of cool. I like it. Wishy-Washy, I mean, it's kind of a nerd and his big brother. I like it still. I really like the school form. Love this little guy. Love it so much. And then it evolved into this what the fuck thing. Why couldn't you have evolved into like a I don't know, man, a Gothitelle thing or a Raltsline kind of deal, Gardevoir type? Would have been cool. I mean, they already had Tsurene, so I guess it didn't make sense. But it would have been like such a cool counterpart to it. Like, you have her in the anime, and then you have like the emo, darker version in Team Rocket instead. Like, am I the only one? No? Alright, okay, fine. Weird donkey type Pokemon, I don't really care for. Mudsdale, not so much more, honestly. This alien bug water type is kind of okay. I like how weird it is. This is just good at best. Ah, yes, the shroom and Mr. Buns. I was hoping for more out of this, like with how. Because here's the thing. I tried to stay as far as possible from spoilers when I played Gen 7, and I got this one, and I knew that to evolve it, it had to be a female, so I spent hours upon hours to find one, and when I actually did, it evolved into this, and it felt very underwhelming. I was expecting a little bit more, like something more in the Vespiquen type of deal, but no, it's just overall it's good, but I wanted a little bit more than what seems to be just the same thing, but larger and slightly pinker. I love how this is supposed to be like a plushie. I think it's a perfect design, and I've grown to like his evolution a bit better with the anime, but it's still just kind of a tedious cup-tooth thing. You're good. You two are awesome. You know, if you're gonna put Tsundere in Pokemon, this is how you do it. Don't really care for you. Don't like you. Don't like you either. I like you as a design. I like you as a concept. No, I like you as a concept, and I really like you as a design. The Sandcastle. I think you're good, and I had one in my party, which was super tanky, and I loved it. It's also a ghost type, so I enjoyed that a lot. Pikiumu is good. Yeah, good. Type Null and Silvally. Type Null is good. Silvally is a great design. I like this as a concept when it's like as an actual star. I hate you. I hate you so much. Why are you sleeping all the time? Like, we already have Snorlax. Don't really care for you. The Pikachu clone for this gen. Don't care for it. What the fuck is this even? I don't like it. Mimikyu, I think, is one of the rare perfect ones. What? I don't like this one. Drampa, I don't get it. The Anchor, I think, is a great design. It's a great idea. The Jugmo line, I like the first form, and then it dropped the ball for me. I don't like it. I don't get it. Doesn't work for me. The Tapu legendary. Like, look at these legendary. I mean, there's a lowland form as well, but we already did these in the previous gen, so I'm not going to be covering them again. The Tapu ones, this one's good. I love the pink one, Tapu Lele. Tapu Finu is great. I don't really like the Bulu. I think Bulu's kind of stupid. Cosmogen. Here's the thing. I don't like him because they're too much bullshit to handle just to get like Solgaleo or Lunala. I forgot his name. Anyway, yeah, I don't really like it. The first evolution's cute, but this dormant piece of shit does nothing all day long. Solgaleo is a great design. Lunala, I think, is the reason why I took Moon, is because I thought it looked dope. And then you get the Ultra Beast, and the Ultra Beast are I never really got to them because they were post games, and I think I know a few of their name. No clue what this is, but I think the design is cool. Buswole is dope. He's been pushing weight. Pheromosa, I think, is dope. I feel like it's the good counterpart to it. Xentry is it? Looks like, you know, during Christmas time when you take off the lights and you just jumble them together and you store them for a year, and then next year you just like you pull it out and this is what Zentry is. It's like a bunch of cable and lights together. I think it's. I mean, it doesn't really feel Pokemon. Not really any idea what this is, but I don't care for it. This looks like an unfinished origami project. So what the fuck? This kind of looks cool. Kind of like it. I'm gonna pair it with like the rest. This is just like a weird shape. The corrupted legendaries are okay. I mean, they're good. No idea what this is, and honestly, I don't care for it. Magearna, I think, is cute. Could put it with the rest. Marshadow feels like a cool Pokemon. Poipole, I like it. I like its evolution. It's kind of snazzy. This is just like a Minecraft project that was unfinished, so fuck that. A rapey lollipop thing that belongs maybe in Hit sequel number 4. This looks pretty cool. This I like a lot. And Meltan and Melmetal, I think they're really good, but I wouldn't be fucked to get one because it's so much trouble and I don't play Pokemon Go. And then these are all Alolan form we've covered in the first one. So yeah, this is my line. As you can see, a lot of shit I didn't like in that gen and didn't care for. A few good ones, barely. I mean, good ones just not good enough for me to keep them in my party. And then you also have like the ones that I think are actually decent. So there you go. And finally, the very limited Gen 8 knowledge that we have for that we're going to cover real quickly because why not? I mean, I'm already invested in this. These have like everything that has been announced so far, to my knowledge. I mean, minus the Galarian Ponyta, which I would put in perfect, as I mentioned earlier. But for the most part, I'm kind of liking the lineup, honestly. Sobble, I think, is good right now. I don't like the fact it's so wimpy and that his entire personality is based about crying and hiding. But I don't know, maybe it'll. Same with Grookey. Grookey's just okay. The bunny's dope. I love the band-aid on its nose, and I think I'm still waiting to see what it's gonna look like when they're finally evolved. But yeah, I mean, I'm still considering taking Sobble as my starter because I like getting water type first. But if there's not a lot of fire type, I might just go with the bunny. This Cream Puff, I think, is a great design. I love this bird. No, this is great. This looks really cool. This, if it has a cool evolution, I'm gonna love it. But if it doesn't, then I hope this one does because I really like this one. I hope it has a really cool evolution, kind of similar to Tsurene and I forgot Gen 5. This girl, Lilligant. This is supposed to be the fish that this thing spit out. We haven't really seen it, and I have not really any idea what to expect. So I'll just like keep it indifferent right now. Weezing as a gentleman, I think is great. I mean, if you're gonna do a alternate form, make it something like creative like this. I think this is better than just like the basic Alolan form that you get with like putting straight up hair on a Diglett. Like these two as well. I think this is good, this is even better, and the evolution looks absolutely dope. Probably not gonna have it in my party, but I do like it. The giant wedding cake, I love it. This is as good. I love the Godzilla feel on this one. Impish thing kind of feels like a different Sableye. I don't mind it so much. The legendary are good. The Emperor is good. I love this. I hope they're gonna do like the Mareep treatment and it's gonna get a really cool evolution. This is great, but I prefer the Ponyta, which is why I'm getting Shield and not Sword. I mean, doesn't really matter. You can trade now versus the Switch Online system. I think this is great. I love this teapot. If it has a really cool evolution like Chandelier, I'm gonna dig it. Give me a full set of a full tea set. And this one, like, again, depending on whether this or that evolves into the cool hot Pokemon that I can waifu-ish, I'm gonna love it. And the Pikachu ripoff, I mean, this time at least they got creative with it, so I think it's good. Right now, I really like Gen 8. I mean, I'm a little bit upset about like the Gen 1 preferential treatment it got for the Gigantamax forms, but that's always going to be a thing. What you going to do about it? So yeah, this was a really long video, and I'm sorry it took so long to go through all of them, but we did it. About like 1,000 Pokemon. Took about a few hours. I hope you had a fun time, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you if you stick through the whole thing. All right, catch you later.
Hard times, I've been on the wrong side, I've been ashamed. So many memories, you know I'd like to change.